people, my name is Shegun Olo and this is Objective Media, a quick and straight broadcast. Well, people are talking about the forthcoming election in Kogi State, and then I wasn't interested. Reason is simple: same old people, same names, drama kings, nothing new, nothing impressive. So what do you expect? I'm not interested. But then somebody on social media, a friend, posted something about Kogi election and mentioned the name Babatunde Irukera, and I saw it on his own. I'm like, Babatunde Irukera, what's up with him? He said he's contesting election in Kogi State. I'm like, oh, that should be interesting. Therefore, I know Irukera from way back 2012. There's something about this man that I know. I'll tell you about Irukera shortly after this timeout. Alright, so welcome back. Let me talk about this man quickly and briefly. I knew Babatunde Irukera way back 2012. Some of you remember the Dana crash of June 3rd, 2012, and then a coroner's inquest was set up to figure the cause of the crash. Why did a Boeing aircraft lose the two engines mid-air all at the same time? What went down? What happened? So lawyers, counsels, senior advocates of Nigeria started flocking the Justice Oyetade Komolafe presided coroner's inquest. And then everybody has one thing or the other to defend. One interest for Dana, another interest for the victims on ground, others defending the interest of victims on air. I remember it was on ground because I really, at the time, as a young reporter, I was documenting the incidents, the history, the story, and everything around it as a young reporter. It was at this time I also met Barrister Monday Hubani, who later became the chairman, Nigerian Bar Association Ikeja chapter, and also a vice president at the national level of the Nigerian Bar Association. But during the coroner's inquest, certain Tunde Irukera became man of the match for me. I remember at the time I was also an undergraduate at the University of Lagos. Now, the reason I'm doing this broadcast is I want people who probably know Babatunde Irukera to tell me what they know about him. Okay, I just want people who know about him to tell us what they know about him, whether in live comment or if you're watching this uploaded version of this. If you're not catching live, if you're watching on a playback, kindly drop your comments. We want to know more about this man. But I'm going to tell you what I know about this man so far. So, when I was an undergraduate at the University of Lagos at the time, and also a young reporter documenting the incident, the air mishap, and the post-crash, story of the Dana air crash of June 3rd, 2012. I would leave my classes anytime there was going to be an inquest because I wanted to see and hear Babatunde Irukera talk. This guy is so brilliant. I mean, as of the time I knew him in June 2012, 12, yeah, 2012. That was the time of the Dana crash. This man was representing, I think, the AIB, Accident Investigation Bureau. I learned so much about aircraft taking off, turbulence, faults. I knew about C check. I knew about anything, safety, everything around aviation by listening to this man in court. I would leave my class at Unilag all because I wanted to go and listen to Irukera. If Irukera was not in court, it would not be interesting to me. The day would be messed up. And you may just check with other persons who were covering the inquest at the time, if they knew Irukera, and let them tell you what they think or know about this man. He's not only brilliant, he's not only intelligent, he also knows how to balance things, to weigh it left and right, and make sure that due compensations are done. That is what I knew about Irukera. In fact, I listened so much to Irukera that I even wanted to become a lawyer. I wished that I was studying law. I mean, because I listened to Irukera Marshall points at the floor of the inquest, floor of the court during the inquest, and I wished that I was studying law so that I would be like Irukera. I'm sure you know what I mean. I cannot be exactly Irukera, but because he did it so much that I was so interested, I saw the passion in him. I saw the way he did it. I saw the level of maturity, the intelligence, and his mannerism, the way he handles matters. He's also somebody that has promptitude in his character. He knows exactly when he wants to object. He knows how to object. He knows how to do everything. This guy is just so sound. He knows when to raise objection, my lord. He knows when to allow something go. He knows when to say, oh no, and he knows exactly what even tricked me the most. What intrigued me the most is that this guy will be quoting sections of the law that the coroner will be like, Barrister Irukera, calm down. I've not seen this one before. I've not heard that one. Where can we find the one you are quoting? And the guy is not opening any book, and he will refer you to it, and when you open it, the exact page, the exact section, everything is exact. I mean, when you talk precision, that is what I know about this guy. I don't know the the dark sides of him. I'm just talking the sides I know of him that is making me, for instance, to want to begin to have interest in the Kogi election. I want to see how it turns out. So this man is the contrast factor that will make Kogi election, for me, I'm saying, that will make Kogi election have some kind of excitement, if you want to look at it. I mean, we're used to all the drama kings. I know Dino Melai. I know him very well. You know, Dino Melai, to know Dino Melai closely is just like amplify what you know about him from a distance. That is Dino Melai. Yes, exactly. Dino Melai is somebody, I mean, I used to like Dino Melai so much, and I've not hated him now. I just don't like childish behaviors. I don't like some things about too much drama, trying to impress or oppress without adding any value as such. I really don't like such a thing. Okay, so I know Dino Melai 101. I know him very well, and I can say that I started picking interest in Dino Melai when he was doing the Anti-Corruption Network. If you know that time, the Anti-Corruption Network he was doing then, if you know, I started liking Dino Melai. But something again made me to see, oh, this Dino guy. And what was the thing? The first thing, two major events. Number one, I'm not trying to demarcate anybody for another person. No. I'm saying Dino is good in his own way. But for me as a person, why I decided to start drawing a little back from Dino was, number one, the incident of beating his wife, I'm like, oh, you don't treat women like, if you treat women like this, how do you treat constituents? All right. Number two was, I I asked him at one time the source of his wealth, and he only explained on the surface, like, oh, he had been doing business as a student, and I'm like, really? He just picked it on the surface, and it's just like somebody will tell you, oh, I do business, or I'm into construction, or I do importing and exporting, piam. He just picked it on the surface, and I'm like, oh, these are we not them, not them. Another reason I really didn't so much like Dino again, I remember at the time he was criticizing everybody, including, what's the name of this woman, Diziani Alise Madweke. Oh, Dino used all the grammars in the world. Oh, he cosmopolitanly fashioned, he did this, he did that. A very good critic, a very good one at that. But guess what? Oh, the moment he became a senator, most of the people he criticized became his friends. Well, you would say it's politics, just like Uncle Festus Keyamo now, and the other former governors are now friends again. Even though Keyamo was a counsel to EFCC trying the other guy before, they're not going to be friends. Okay, all right, that's it. But whatever the case, Dino is a good guy in his own right. Yaya Bello, to those of you who are also his own fans too, is a good guy. But for me, these are people we have always seen on the scene, and we already know what they are up to. Drama, drama, drama. Guess what? Another thing I really don't like Dino for is too many poor people around. The state is also poor, but you're now going to be buying expensive toys and be brandishing it to oppress poor people further. I don't think that is what we should be talking about anymore. As a result, somebody like Irukera, I'm not saying if he joins, especially because he joined APC, well, yeah. Welcome back. So, as I was saying, I no hatred for Dino, but drama, drama, drama. I'm used to drama and all of that, So, I don't know so much about Irukera, but what I knew about him at the time in 2012 really impressed me. And I feel if this guy becomes governor of Kogi State, maybe something will be different, so that instead of Kogi State being in the news for reasons of, one drama here, another quarrel there, and this or that, maybe if a new person like this guy, as I knew, I don't know if he has changed from what I knew of a brilliant guy in 2012, if he's still the same Irukera, I think this guy will make a whole lot of difference in Kogi State. Party apart, I'm looking at the individual factors now. I mean, this guy is good. I'm sure that even if he finds himself amidst devils in the party he's going into, he will be able to make a fair judgment of balance for the people. This guy is, I'll tell you, good to the extent that I knew him far back 2012. I've not seen him since then. I've not spoken with him. He hasn't said a word to me. I just heard that he's running, and I'm like, oh, let me quickly put out there what I know about this guy, and let me quickly ask people what they know about him. So it's open for anybody who knows this guy to put out whatever it is, whether it is scandal, goodwill, whatever it is. Put in the comments. I want to read what people have to say about him, so that I can know more. Okay, maybe you should Google him up. I don't want to begin to read his profile here. Read about him. I'm just giving little testimony, as they will call it in court, testimony of what I know about him. All right, so let me read a few comments, and then I'll know whether to close or take the conversation a little further. From Facebook, Hallelujah Ozana says, this guy will win the election. Is God sent to Kogi people? God helping him. Well, I don't know if he has changed, but that is what I knew about him. Plenty Water on YouTube says, we all have crazy things we do with money. Dino is cars, some prostitution, some gambling. Philip Otoko says, Chief Sunday Umoru just won the AAC primary. Wow, that's crazy. Okay, has the primary happened already? Okay, you mean AAC? Sorry, I was thinking you were talking about APC. Okay, AAC people. Okay, that is another angle that will make the election more interesting. So maybe I'm having more reasons to talk about the Kogi election. Solution says, I use money for knowledge and ideas. Good of you. And on Facebook, somebody wrote a very long episode. What's this? Breaking news: names of 23 Nigerians to be executed in Saudi Arabia. Well, let's talk about the ones that are bringing solutions on the table as we speak right now. Fuck Google says he is a Yahoo man. Oh, please tell us more. I'm interested. I want to know if he has scandals hanging on him. I'm interested. I want to know. Please, I really want to know. And this is also to other people. If you're watching this video on a playback, kindly drop your comment. I'm not talking about other people. I'm talking about Irukera as a person. I see this guy differently from other politicians that we have been seeing in Kogi. I mean, a state that produced a Pius Adesomi, and I'm not comparing Pius with Irukera or Irukera with Pius. Far from it. I'm just saying a state that has produced credible people, intelligent people, should not be governed by people who just want to create drama and entertainment. We have seen drama. We've seen the same thing in entertainment. AY show, Dino Melai, they are the same versions of different, the same way AY will brandish his cars, show his mansion. It's the same way Dino Melai shows off his cars. And even AY is a little more credible because AY is not using political money. He's not taking money from. AY is just doing his own creative entertainment business. But somebody who is in government and, even though he has the money personally, is not supposed, I believe, is not supposed to be brandishing the money and using it, showing off to oppressed masses that he has all these toys, including Rolls Royce parked somewhere in his parlor that is not even driving at all, among other exotic cars. I mean, it's childish to me. Dino is a good guy in his own right. Well, you may like him. Yes, I used to like him too. I still like him as a human being. I don't hate anybody. But when we talk governance, please, let's just talk governance now and talk ideas. All right, that's why I'm talking about this guy. Support Dino if you want. I mean, I'm not against Dino. I'm not demarketing anybody. I'm just saying, if you have known Kogi State and the whole lot of scandalous stories that come out of the state, if you want a difference for Kogi State, we should start looking at alternatives already by now. That's what I'm saying. Okay, that's why I'm doing what I'm doing here. August greetings. Thank you, Joseph Obasui. August greeter. Plenty Water says, Shegun, inside life, AAC people, Lenwe, and now APC people, AAC people. Now that I know that AAC as a candidate to, I'll dig, because I'm interested in new candidates. Like, don't forget that during the last election too, in 2019, I was interested in the alternative candidates. That's why I was reporting more on the Showres, the Mohalus, and the Drotoyi. If you go and check, you'll see. So I'm interested in the alternatives. I'm done with all these old politicians, all right? So I'm talking about the new ones. Now that I'm aware that AAC as a candidate is interesting, all right? Now, there is now a Babatunde Irukera in the game. Very interesting to me. And there's now another person from AAC, Shore's party. Very interesting to me. So I'm interested in the new persons. I'm tired of the old politicians. They're not bringing anything to the table. Solution says, I agree with you, Dino should not be showcasing his wealth since he is a leader. Of course. Your followers or your constituents are poor, hungry, and you are showing it off to their face that you can even park a Rolls Royce that you are not driving at all in the compound amidst other exotic cars, bike and toys that are very expensive. I mean, it's paradoxical. Paradox of poverty capital, and you are showing off wealth that even the president of America cannot show off. I mean, it shows the level of intellect of the person that wants to be a governor. So I'm not going to pretend like even though I like Dino, I should recommend such. No, Dino should just grow up, mature up, and change his ways if he truly wants people to talk well about him. I'm not trying to talk bad about him, and I'm not trying to demarket him either, but for me, I've seen what he's capable of, and I cannot say that is what I want if I'm a citizen of Kogi State, or that is what I even want for any state at all in a country where I'm also a citizen. He has tried. He has tried, and I think Kogi people should allow him go into entertainment. If you're ready and serious about governance, start looking at your alternatives. That's all I can say for now. Fokogo says he's not oppressing the masses as long as his source is legit. A little bragado is not bad. That is not little. You say that one is little. Okay. Oh. So much that even his colleague went to visit him at home, and the colleague also felt oppressed. Like, really, he was shocked. Like, you got all of this? Did you see that video? Google it. Nigeria need a comprehensive electoral reform. I just hope that people like Irukera get ticket of their party. I just wish. I don't know other sides of him. All right, so I really want people that know Irukera to come up with, if you know scandals about him that should make those that would support him withdraw, please quickly release them. Put them in the comment section. I'm willing to find out about them. I'm only talking purely from my heart. What I know about this guy, I think is good to go. But if you think he has scandals that are outweighing his positives or his goodwill, kindly let us know. I know many people are not commenting on this show tonight because I'm introducing a guy that is new altogether. So everybody is just sitting back and like, what is going on? Yes, I'm just trying to give information about something that I know and I feel people should know. All right. So if I'm disappointing you tonight by bringing on something like this, I'm sorry. It's just that I have information I want people to see. All right. This is a guy that I feel, if he has not changed, if he has not changed from what I knew, a brilliant guy who knows how to handle matters. If you put Kogi State in his hand as of when I knew him, you can rest assured that this guy is going to give you governance in Kogi State if the party gives him ticket. But if he has changed between 2012 that I last knew him and now, please kindly drop what you know about him in the comments so that I can also learn what has changed. But this guy, from as of the last time I knew him, is good to go guy. He's a cool guy, brilliant, intelligent, rugged, everything you want. All right. So somebody's asking, Obidiegu is saying, let us know his records. Kindly Google him. I don't want to be reading a citation. No, I Google him, familiarize with him, then let us all dig about him together. All right, if tomorrow morning I find scandal about him, I'll update the scandal. I'll try to find out about it and update it. All right, so Plenty Water says, Shegun, what do you think Shore will get along well with Babatunde Irukera if they ever meet? I don't know. You see, like I said, There are so many brilliant, intelligent, progressive, hardworking, and visionary people in Nigeria who did not go into the last election, or who had gone deeply into some existing parties before AAC formed. So it might be a little difficult for most of them to shift base into a new party. So to work something new between them might take some time. I don't know. I actually don't know. But I'm not talking about party now or platforms. I'm talking about the individuals, from what I know about them and the impact I feel they can have, all right, if they are given the position to do what they want to do. So Irukera is one guy I can say I trust. Chris is asking, what is his name on Facebook and what party? His name is Babatunde Irukera. You can just Google it. I'm not his friend on Facebook. I don't know his name on Facebook. It was a friend's Facebook wall. It was on a friend's Facebook wall that I saw that he is running, is contesting. I'm like, wow. So let me quickly also say that he has not been given a party ticket yet. I don't know who the party will give their ticket to, the APC party. I don't know who they will give their tickets to, so that it doesn't look like, oh, because they don't give a ticket now, you talk about them so that you do. No. I'm not patronizing Irukera. In fact, what I'm doing here is that I'm putting him on the spot. I want people that have information about him to supply so that we can talk about the scandals if he has. All right, and if he doesn't have, what good things you know about him, let us promote it. Okay, so that is what I'm trying to do here. Plenty Water says Babatunde Irukera. Okay, on Twitter, Tunde Irukera. Okay, good. Go follow him up. Ask him questions. Bombard him. I hope he's the one handling his Twitter, and that he'll be able to answer. Hallelujah. Hosanna says God gave Dino senatorial seats. He turned it down. What a greedy man. He wants the governor's seat. Shege, let's bet Dino might lose the 2 seats. Keep this message. Well, I'm not talking about Dino here. All right, I'm not even interested. I'm interested in something new altogether. Whatever happens to Dino is fine. Whether he wins or he loses, it's Kogi State people's headache. But it will also be our headache. It will also be our joy if something new and better begins to happen from Kogi State. Or what you think? So this man is going on the platform of APC. Not that I like either of APC or PDP. But I'm looking at individuals that may be cool going into all of these things and doing fine. You know, it doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter whether your party is, Lucifer, or your party is whatever name. As far as there's good road, there's electricity, there's peace, there's health, education, everything done well for people. I mean, who cares about what party the person is from as far as there's governance? What we need is governance. All right. Yes, I'm aware AAC has a candidate in Kogi State. Somebody just informed me on the show tonight. And then I would also like to profile him too. I would like to know more about him so that we can talk about the alternatives for Kogi, as Kogi is the next election we are looking at. APC will control him, says Zeddy Rock. Well, he's a man, he's an adult. I think to some extent he'll be able to handle himself and handle the party. There's no party you can enter that will not have some level of influence over you. Like, okay, our nomination form is so amount. When you're going out for your campaign, you are going to be driving the party vehicle and flag and all of this. There will definitely be some form of kind of influence no matter what. But I feel that having somebody who is not even ready to do anything controlled by the party versus having somebody who wants to do something also being controlled by the party, there will be difference at the end of the day. There's no party you want to join that there will be no influence whatsoever. All right. So AAC has 13 aspirants in Kogi. Okay, from governorship to other positions, right? In Nigeria elects? I don't understand. Dear James, since Irukera was a popular lawyer in Chicago in the late 90s. Okay, more information emerging on Irukera now. No, only AAC is the future. Only AAC is the future, says Zeddy Rock. Well, let's look at the candidate AAC as, and let's also look at the chances there, and that is Kogi State. Chris says if he is for APC or PDP, please, he is ready to be corrupt because all parties have their agenda. Take him out all the way. Ladies and gentlemen, let me remind you of what happened in Rivers State with AAC. Okay, don't forget that AAC candidates in Rivers State went two ways, one for Wiki, another for Amechi. So they split the party, and that was where the national problem for AAC even started. All right, so one of the two needed the national executive to back them. So they had to start looking for how to remove Shore who will not back down, and then install the secretary in the person of Leonard. That was how it started. So it doesn't matter what party. I think the individual has the biggest share of what they have to do. This is me just giving opinion. All right. So somebody says he has 13 governorship aspirants in Kogi, but Obidiego, I learned that they already resolved, and one person has won the primary today. Okay, I'll find out more about that. Zeddy Rock says, Shegun, Sanwo-Olu in Lagos, my brother, these people are the same. APC and PDP are the same. Okay, but when individuals come in and have other intelligence on how to handle party and governance, I think it will still make some difference. At least let's start talking about what is possible at the moment. He might have a good personality, but running under the APC platform could ruin his governorship ambition, says Aditoru Adebisi. But let's face it though. Let us face it. Don't forget the example I made of Rivers State under AAC. Okay? The individual still will see, even if you give the platform to AAC platform to somebody you believe is the best, if the established parties woo them in, what would you say? I don't know. Look at what happened in Rivers State. Hallelujah Osana says APC is not the issue, it's the person. I think somebody is saying what I'm saying here. It's the person that matter. I like him to go with APC. Not all APC members are bad. So what I'm simply saying, what this person is saying, which somehow tallies with what I'm saying, is that don't you also remember that most times APC also changes their candidates when they see that this one is just a buffoon. The next election they won't give him ticket. So it is not all members of the, yes, there are so many buffoons there, but the newer ones that are coming on board might be different, and that's the point I'm here to make. So Bamjishi says, Shegun, would you say APC wants to go against Bello as he owns the machinery of the state? Well, the question is the same for Ambode. APC went against Ambode. New Central for real say there's no way he will get APC ticket. Well, I don't know if he will get it or if he will not get it. I'm just saying this guy is one factor that if Kogi State people are serious and want governance for the first time, they should just give somebody like Irukera a chance. Maybe there are better persons than Irukera also jostling under other parties. We will profile most of them. But for me, if it is the same old politicians that we already know, I really don't want to talk about them. They have not done us any proud. Somebody says, see how Ambode was humiliated. Ambode is supposed to over transform Lagos, but they stopped dancing to Tinubu demand, then it was dethroned. Well, whatever happened between Ambode and Tinubu is their cup of tea. James Victor said there's no way he can work against his masters. Well, let's wait and see. Dare Glenstone Akini on Facebook says Irukera will be the joker, a wonderful man with strong goodwill to deliver, but his zone might be a problem. He's good to fly. Also on Facebook, Edena Bo here, Chris. Tell me one government between APC or PDP that is working for the masses. Don't forget that we have always compared every successive government and said they are even worse than the past between APC and PDP. Well, until the new alternatives fully emerge in terms of political parties, we are still having to look at what material is each of the parties still presenting. Irukera is one sound guy, I can tell you. Obi Diego say, as long as you're in APC or PDP, you can't be a good thinking Nigerian, and that the birth of a new devil that's the birth of a new devil in you. Kai, this one's don't conclude, finish. This one's not even they rethink again. They reconsider again. They don't conclude already. Plenty Water says Babatunde Irukera, born September 4th, 1968, 51-year-old. He was 31 years in 1999. Popular lawyer in Chicago in the 1990s. Arrived in the United States in 1995. At 27 years. Well, somebody is trying to bring out the profile there. Juliana Timothy says, good day, you're welcome. I think at this point I don't want to prolong the show too much because more people will be joining and then it will get prolonged. I want to say, if you're watching after we stopped the live stream, just drop your comments below so that all of us can learn about Irukera. Is he a good to go guy? Is he a bad guy? Does he have some shady things? Or is there something we should know? As of the time I knew him, I've said everything I know about him. And I think based on what I knew about him, maybe it's what you people call the halo effect, or is it the halo effect in psychology, to say, oh, because you know one good thing about him, you want to generalize. I may be wrong, but if one good thing is enough to generalize about somebody, Irukera is a good guy to go to handle Kogi State for a difference altogether, starting from the next election. But if there are other sides that are bad that I don't know, kindly educate the rest of us, please, if you know. Dear James says Irukera is a technocrat. He will either be polluted or eaten up. Okay. I read about his emergence. Shegun, please go and read. Adriano Afuye. Okay. I'll make more effort to even see if I can get to dig more about him. Yeah. Sarah Ojodun says, Shegun, good evening, Uncle Shegun. You're welcome. Thank you so much, Auntie Sarah. Obidiego says, as long as Yaya Bello is still in APC and governor, Irukera should forget it. Okay. Hallelujah Ozana says, Governor Obaseki is from APC. Come and see what he's doing in Edo State. APC is far better than PDP. 16 years is a long yes wasted. So cleaning the mess now, it's not easy. Olubunmi Oyewole also on Facebook says, whether good or bad, the party will still have influence on him. But we just hope it will be good influence, sure. That's what I can say. But this guy, from what I know about him, is good. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to prolong it. I've read the comments that I can take so far. And I want to say, I leave you to let us together dig more information about Babatunde Irukera. Until I come your way again, please don't stop talking about things that matter. My name is Shegun Olo. Bye for now.